to thank the Instituto Cervantes, Jesus, and Instituto who made it possible for us to come here, to Chris, Cristina de la Fuente, and to all my great friends which have been accompanying me in this travel log. Before you mentioned the Bolex camera, actually I got the Bolex camera from a very good friend of mine, Indian animator, whose name is Gul Ramani, and who inspired me the film. And Gul lived in Bhagat Market. He was born a few maybe meters away from here. And I remember that address, and because I wrote him plenty of times while I was like learning about animation. So the first time I came to India in 2005, the first visit I did was to Bhagat Market, where he doesn't live there anymore. And somehow today I feel this part of the travel log has reached its final point, or it's like round. While I have given back what it was given to me a long, long time ago. I have to thank also Xavi for the wonderful soundtrack that he did for Amar. A sound that I did not even know what it had to be, but that he figured out with a lot of sensibility, and he knew how to reconstruct that world that I was not very certain or very sure how it had to be. So anyway, thank you, all of you. Thanks, Sadia, and thank everybody that have made it possible. Thank you.
I will try to be short and start the concert as soon as possible, because I imagine that you are waiting to see the exhibition for the opening. So anyway, somebody told me that it would be interesting to go on stage with this kind of this strange thing that everybody looks at it. While I was these last 3 weeks when I was in India recording sounds and everybody was touching. So okay, this is my working tool. This is my technical working tool. My original working tool is these two things hanging on my head. Sometimes they don't work very well, but okay, that's fine. They work still. So I would like to thank, of course, Oscar, of course, Jesus, of course, Chechel, and all these people that was really, really helpful during these days. And I will introduce a little bit what the concert will be about. In 2008 and 9, I went to a small country in Southeast Asia called East Timor. The main reason, I still don't know exactly which is the main reason, or which was the main reason to go there. I had this commission from an exhibition to collect different languages, unknown languages of the world. Then I got, in a book, I got this information that was in such a small country in East Timor that only has 1 million people, population, inhabitants. There were 32 languages. So I was like impressed with this information. Like, okay, and suddenly I had this need to listen, to hear this kind of, or any kind of a recording. And I didn't find any single recording of Timorese languages in not internet, not archives, nothing. Just so then I saw my bank account and say, okay, I bet for Timor. I put all the money there and okay, let's go to Timor without knowing almost anything about the country. As probably it's the same situation that all of us, that unfortunately we don't know anything about these small countries, and we know a lot about big countries but not these small countries. So I recommend you to Google it, find this Timor, and you will find a really, really, really amazing story about a country that nobody knows that exists, but it has a really strong and violent history behind. So what I did was arrive there and record as much as possible. Record something that nobody had recorded before, or at least I still right now I'm trying to find if anybody did this job before, but I didn't find any recording still, except our our recordings. So always when I'm teaching, like this time when I was in India, in Ahmedabad, at NID, thanks to Isabel, to do this workshop with the students about sound design, I always tell them that making recordings in natural spaces is like some kind of art of arriving late. Just because one reason, that it's physical reason. When we look at different things, we direct our seeing, but sounds is completely different. We cannot close our ears. We can close our eyes, but not our ears. So the sound is coming to us. So every time when I'm walking around, and I have to admit, I'm quite obsessed about sound. I'm like a fetishist almost. Every time I found some kind of sound, just the few seconds I need to turn on the recorder, it's already too late to record that sound. And I wait maybe for hours, even for days, to find the same sound that I heard, but it doesn't happen anymore again. So imagine for a moment what means that when you arrive to, this can be like something frustrating when you want to record a bird, or when you record a song, or traffic, why not? But imagine for a moment what means that when you arrive late to a country. What means to have all the culture of one country just almost disappear, and when you arrive to record that, all the things that you had dreamed about it almost have been disappeared. They're still there, of course. The people are still there. They sing, they cry, but every time I was recording, I had the feeling that I was recording some kind of ghost, something that already happened. So I was too late, again and again. So after that, in 2009, I came back from Timor, and I was trying to start to work with these recordings, and I couldn't work with that. It was like too charged of something, of history, of experiences of these people. And so for 2 years it was just there. A few months ago, I had this invitation from a festival. A good friend of mine told me, okay, I will invite you to my festival, but you have to do that. You have to work with Timor, the recordings you did in Timor. So this is what I would like to present now. This is not a usual concert. As you see, there is no instrument on stage. There is no instrument there, let's say acoustic instrument. I just use computers, microphones, mixers, this kind of electrical things. But I hope it's enough to keep and to share all that experiences with you, and I hope you will like it. Just few comments. Now in a minute we will turn off all the lights, everything will be dark. The concert will be something like 25-30 minutes. Don't worry, some moments will be very loud, some of them will be really low also, but I hope you will get at least a small portion, small part of all the things that I heard there, and I hope you will enjoy as much as I did. Thank you very much.